Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video of implementing the Breez SDK Nodeless on React Native and Expo. Today, we'll be looking into receiving payments. If you want to follow along, you can check out commit DAAC129 or more simply feed add receive payment flow. So let's get right into it. The first thing I want to show you is that the fact that we've made some changes to the layout screen. More specifically, I've added another stack. So besides the index, which is what you're seeing right now, there's also the receive stack, which will handle all the visualization of the models for the receive payment flow. I've done this using React Router, and I won't go into the details of how I split my layout. You can look at the code yourself. I'm just going to limit myself to showing you what the logic really looks like. So as you can see here, I've split it into layout component, which we won't look into, and then a prepare, confirm, and final file, which will handle the separate steps of the receive flow. So let's start by going into the prepare, which is what you'll see if you click on add funds here. And the first thing you'll notice is that we have an amount field, which is exactly this payer amount state, and a payment method field, which by default is liquid, but we can also have Lightning and Bitcoin. These three are the only three supported payment methods on the Liquid SDK, but note that as of version 0.7, you can also there's also support for different asset IDs. So if you're trading assets on Liquid, that can also be done via the Breez SDK. So let's start by inputting some values into the amount field. In this case, we'll put 1000 sat here, for example. And then let's select the payment method. In this case, I just want to pay over Liquid, so I'll press continue. What that does is it calls this prepare receive method, and in it we call the Liquid SDK prepare receive payment function, which accepts two parameters. The first one, which is the amount. The amount is an object which includes the type, in this case Bitcoin, but it can also be an asset, for example. And then the payer amount, in this case 1000. The second parameter is this object accepts is the method, in this case which is liquid, so it's going to be liquid. And if everything went well, it will return you a prepare response object, which looks something like this. So if you look at the definition here, there's this prepare receive response object, which includes the payment method, so in this case liquid, the fees that we're going to pay, the amount, and then other details such as the minimum, the maximum, so the limits, and the swapper fee rate. We won't go deep into that. So then what I've done is I've used the store to dispatch an event. Hey, we've gotten this object, we need to store it somewhere, so it may be used by the next view. And finally, we navigate to the next page, which should be the confirm. All right, now we're at the confirm. Why do we need this page and why do we need this step? Well, if we're not paying with Liquid, where the fees are virtually none, we'll probably have some fees. And we want to make sure the user knows these fees before proceeding with the payment. So this view is pretty simple. It just displays the fees from the prepare response in the previous step. And then it asks you whether or not you want to continue. In this case, we'll press yes. And what that will do is it will call the receive payment method here, which accepts the prepare response from the previous step. And if everything goes well, we'll then dispatch another event, which in this case saves the receive response for the next step. Let's also take a look at the receive response, which looks something like this. It's just an interface with a single field destination, which is either a BIP21 liquid or Bitcoin address, in case we select Bitcoin as a payment method, of course, or a Bolt 11 invoice, or a liquid, plain liquid address, because we also support that. So we dispatch this and we move on to a final page, the final page. Yeah, the file page called final. And here all we're doing is we're displaying the destination, as you can see here. So we have this address, liquid test, and etc., etc. And we can simply copy this and I'll go ahead and pay using the Breez SDK liquid CLI, which you can find in the main Breez SDK repository. So what we'll do is we'll do send payment address, and we'll paste the BIF21 address here. Press enter. It's going to tell me the fee, so 33 sats. I'll continue. And there we go. We have a payment here to our address. And now once the payment gets confirmed, we should see an update in our balance. And ideally, there we go. Pending inward balance is 1000 sats. Note that I've used the Bitcoin symbol here, but it doesn't really make a difference. Just know we have a pending balance of 1000. And once it gets confirmed, it should take about a minute. We will see that in the main field here. And there we go. Our balance was confirmed. As we can see here, we have 1000 sats in our wallet. So this is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.